Michael and Susan Dell pledge $6.25 billion to fund Trump accounts, what we know so far. On December 2nd, 2025, Michael Dell and his wife Susan announced they will contribute a massive $6.25 billion to the newly created Trump accounts program. Under the Dell's plan, 25 million American children will receive $250 each, seeded into an investment account for their future. Their contribution is meant to complement, not replace, the federal benefit for newborns. Under the program, the U.S. government will deposit $1,000 into a Trump account for every child born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. The Dell's contribution is targeted at children aged 10 or younger who were born before the federal program's eligibility window, that is, kids born before 2025. What are Trump accounts, and how will they work? Trump accounts are a new type of long-term investment account for children created under the recent legislation known as One Big Beautiful Bill Act, OBBA. Any U.S. child under 18 with a Social Security number is eligible, but only those born in 2025 to 2028 automatically receive the $1,000 seed contribution from the government. The Dell's donation makes room for children born before 2025 to also benefit 25 million kids via a $250 seed. Parents or guardians will be able to open the account beginning July 4th, 2026. Once opened, contributions up to $5,000 per year per child are allowed from parents/family/others. Employers may contribute up to $2,500 per year tax-free for employees' kids. Funds in the accounts are invested in diversified, low-cost index funds tracking U.S. stock markets. Withdrawals are restricted until the child turns 18. Then the account converts to something like a traditional IRA. Funds are intended for education, buying a first home, or starting a business. As Michael Dell explained, the idea is not just about giving money. It's about giving children a little bit of a start in building their future. Why the Dells made the donation, and what they hope to achieve. In public statements, Michael Dell said the donation is meant to boost savings from early in a child's life, giving more young Americans the chance for upward mobility. He argued that having accounts like this can significantly affect long-term life outcomes, from better chances of graduating high school and college, to homeownership, entrepreneurship, and reduced likelihood of incarceration. Notably, the Dell's initiative is seen as the largest private contribution ever made specifically for American children, according to the nonprofit Invest America, which promotes the savings account model. By targeting children in zip codes with median household incomes below $150,000, the Dells aim to help families who might otherwise struggle to accumulate savings or access investment opportunities. Controversies and criticisms. What to watch out for. While many are hailing the donation as generous and forward-looking, there are concerns about the broader program and its potential limitations. Critics point out that the $250 seed amount from the Dells, or even the $1,000 federal seed, might be too small to significantly change life outcomes for children from low-income households. Forbes. Because the funds are invested in the stock market, their value depends on long-term market performance, and market downturns could reduce their value by the time a child turns 18. Dependent on additional contributions by families, employers, or philanthropists, without which the account may grow slowly. Some experts argue traditional investment options, e.g. brokerage accounts, might offer more flexibility. The accounts cannot be accessed until adulthood, so they do nothing for immediate needs, such as food, healthcare, schooling, or childcare for young children. Furthermore, there's concern that such programs, while marketed as helping low and middle-income families, could favor those already better off because families with more financial resources are more likely to maximize contributions and reap larger benefits. What's next? What to expect in 2026 and beyond. Parents and guardians will start to be able to open Trump accounts beginning July 4th, 2026, the official launch date announced by authorities. Investopedia. The accounts will sit in custodial investment accounts, invested in index funds, until the child turns 18, at which point the money becomes accessible and convertible into an IRA-like account. The Dells hope their donation will inspire other philanthropists, corporations, and families to contribute additional funds, widening the impact. Over time, the success of the program will likely be judged by whether these accounts translate into concrete improvements: higher college attendance, wealth accumulation, home ownership, or business formation among beneficiaries. Conclusion: a bold philanthropic gamble with uncertain payoff, but historic in scale. Michael and Susan Dell's commitment of $6.25 billion to fund Trump accounts for 25 million children is nothing short of historic. It represents one of the largest private sector investments in youth ever attempted in the U.S. And if the program delivers, it could give millions of young Americans a financial head start, a nest egg that might help them attend college, buy a home, or start a business when they reach adulthood. Yet the plan is not without risks or limitations. The benefit may be modest, the value depends on long-term investment performance, and families must participate actively for the accounts to grow. As with many visions of generational wealth building, the devil is in the details, and in whether follow-through by families, employers, and policymakers lives up to the ambition behind the dollars. Ultimately, the Dells have placed a bold bet on investing in children's futures, and time will tell whether it pays off.